Hello, everyone. My name is Frank Candio, and thank you for joining us today for our benefits workshop, Creating an Enterprise-Level Employee Experience. We expect this will take about 10 minutes for us to go through the topic today. We are recording it, and you will all receive a link of the recording within the next few days. Joining me today are our presenters, Mike Mulqueeney, who's a vice president at Junctionand Dugan, and Mathew Augustine, who's the CEO of Workforce Junction. Guys, Matthew, starting with you, why don't you introduce yourself?
Thanks, Frank, and hello, everyone. I'm the CEO at Workforce Junction, and I've been involved with the employee benefits programs for over 20 years with very large companies as well as the small and medium-sized businesses. And my focus has really been on technology enabling these benefit programs.
Very good. And Mike?
I've been with Johnson & Dugan, who has been supporting small to mid-sized employers for the last 35 years in the Bay Area. And I personally have been involved in this business for the last 30 years.
Thank you. And I think this is going to be a really, really short web event because I don't believe in our premise. I don't believe that the small and mid-sized companies can create an enterprise-level experience for their employees. They have too much. There's unfair advantage. There's too much going on for them. They have the advantage of scale, right? So they can control costs better because they've got more to work with. They've got more options and more choices that they can offer their employees. They can negotiate better with their providers. They've got better technology tools. So, Mike, I don't believe our premise is correct that we can create a better experience for employees. How do you react to that?
Well, Frank, with all due respect, I couldn't disagree with you more today. Over the last 5 years, we've seen an influx of solution providers committed to developing tools and technology specifically for small to mid-sized employers.
So Matthew, is my friend over here, Mike, right? Is there more tech in this space?
There definitely is more focus on from a technology perspective. Increased automation, speed of implementation. They're all making it much easier for the small and medium-sized businesses access to best-of-breed solutions. And of course, solution providers are increasingly focused on this market.
Okay, so I am not ready to give up my point because, like a lot of people who are likely on this web event today, my broker came to me during my last open enrollment period with a series of really wholly unsatisfying options and told me it is the best that you can do, Frank. So, Mike, how do you react to that?
Well, for companies like that, I see an opportunity that they're missing. And what I mean by that is that, there are many more levers today that you can pull to drive more value in your plans, which will result in a better experience for your employees. So to get there, you need a few things. You need being open to solutions you may have not considered before. For example, exploring a benefits captive or partially self-funding. Next, it's taking a look at some of the technologies that can help educate and inform your employees about their plans. That's not only for the big guys anymore. The real advantage for my clients is the C-level is involved and decisions get done.
So if I can just rephrase that, Mike, so you're saying you've got a full field view of options, avail yourself of everything that is potentially out there, could be flexible enough to consider things that you may not have considered in the past, take a good hard look at the technology that's newly available to you, and get the C-level involved. That sounds like a winning formula.
Exactly.
So Matthew, is the tech that Mike referred to, is it there?
Yeah, it is. In fact, that's what you're looking at now on the screen. What you're seeing is a branded experience, branded to your particular company, personalized to employees. And that goes beyond just presenting information. There are decision support tools for the employee to educate themselves, engage with the tool, provide their own data, understand the impact of various options that are available, and make the right choice for them. Now, 5 years ago, this kind of this kind of solution set could only be implemented for large enterprise companies. And today we are able to deliver this to much smaller companies who are getting tremendous value from these kind of solutions. And it's best of breed solutions. That's where it is now.
Mike, do you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the way to combat a really tough environment, because it is a tough environment,
Yes. Yeah.
and the way to combat that is to be creative, to know what your options are, and then leverage technology as best you can. Is that how you create an enterprise level employee experience?
It is, and also in having a broker that's not complacent, just to kind of go along with what the carriers have to offer, but who are out there, searching and looking and engaging with the providers that can bring these solutions to you.
So it's the best you can do mentality. That's not flying with you, Mike, is it?
No, that does not fly with me.
Okay. We appreciate your guys spending your time today and lending us the benefit of your experience. Your contact information is on the phone. Again, Mike is with Johnson and Dugan. Mike?
Yeah, thanks. I look forward to hearing from anybody who'd like to just dive into this more. And you can see my name and number and email there on the screen.
And Matthew for the technology. Matthew?
Yeah, my contact information there. I'd like to just add that instead of being at a disadvantage in the small and medium-sized market, as Frank mentioned, the flexibility and the creativity actually is better available to the smaller companies because they're more nimble and they can be more agile. Anyone wanting to see how they can actually implement these solutions, reach out to me or Mike. Thank you.
You guys are great. There is some hope out there. So
There is. Thanks, Frank.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.